Hey guys, are you getting jammed a lot on that forehand and are you not able to really extend that arm and get the ball where you want? Usually if you have this problem where you're getting jammed, you're struggling to hit the ball cross court and you're just struggling with placement overall as well as consistency. So I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how to improve this. It is key to hit the right contact on the ball, and there's players who hit with a little bit more space and some of them hit a little closer, but we don't want to be caught here uncomfortably, and especially hitting the inside of the ball, because if we're always inside of the ball, we're not really able to control where we're going with our strings. Notice that this is the control. So for hitting here, it's really difficult then to hit the ball this way. It's really hard to control where I'm going. So that is the main thing we're going to talk about. So there are two tips that I'm going to give you that are really going to help you with getting jammed. The first one has to do with how we're going to get to the contact that we want, and the second one is going to have to do with the way we move our legs. That is also key. So let's get into it. So the first one, guys, we want to make sure that we are not getting the inside of the ball in our contact, but we actually want to focus on getting on the outside. What does that mean? When we're jammed, usually we're hitting more of the inside. So this will be the inside of the ball this way, and this will be the outside of the ball. Okay? Inside, outside. So when we're getting jammed, it's really hard to get on the outside because we just have no room to hit this way, and we're constantly hitting the ball on the inside. So then what happens is when I want to go cross court, say I'm here, I want to go in that direction over there, and I'm hitting inside in this position, it's really difficult to get that ball to go that way, and usually we're kind of getting hitting late and not able to control it. So what we want to focus on is to actually get on the outside of the ball. I tell this to my students all the time. So what we want is to get on the outside. So our brain automatically, when we think about getting on the outside, we want to do that. And that means that the arm wants to come out because we want to get on the outside. If we hit like this, it's just simply impossible to get on the outside. So by just thinking about that small thing, it can fix a lot of things. You can start to have a little bit more room here because you're thinking about getting that racket, that tip on the outside. And this is what happens with the arm when I do that, because it's impossible to hit on the outside. Here, the ball would just go nowhere. We need to have room to get a little bit on the outside of the ball. So we always want to have that feeling of getting on the outside of the ball right here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a great exercise that you can practice getting on the outside. That is really going to help. When you have this down, you're going to feel a huge difference on your impact, on your contact point, on your spacing, and just on the control on your racket head right here and where the ball is going. Now, I don't just want to have that feeling when I am going cross court. Yes, of course, when I'm going cross is really when I want to get more on the outside of the ball, but because I'm hitting down the line or to the middle doesn't mean that I'm going to hit like this. I just let the ball come in a little bit more and I hit it in this position, and if I was going to hit cross, then I get a little bit more on the outside, but I don't want to be hitting here. That is not what we want. We want to just eliminate that problem. We want to focus on having that extension here. So again, by only thinking about getting on the outside, guys, is really going to help you. Of course, you're going to have to feel it, because as soon as you feel it, you're going to be like, oh, I understand this feels wrong, and you're going to start feeling it when it feels right. I know a lot of you guys struggle with this. Everybody has different mistakes. Not everyone has the same solutions because everybody's different, and you may think that you have to work on this, but you actually need to work on something else. So it is important that you have the right guidance, coaching. I can definitely help if you need me to take a look at your shots. Take a look at our coaching app, where we do video analysis, and I can look at your shot, tell you exactly what's going on, and give you a program so that you can follow and keep improving month to month. Second tip, we're going to talk about the legs. We need to get around the ball really well, guys. If we don't get around the ball and the ball's coming to the body a little bit and we're just kind of doing a one step and hitting the ball like this, we're going to be jammed because our feet are not set up right. If we just get around the ball this way, we want to make sure that we're clear to hit that ball to where we're going, meaning the ball's coming slightly to me. Even if it's coming here, I still can't hit it here, so that means that I get around the ball this way. Now I can get on the outside because my legs are set. If I don't move enough and the ball's coming too close, I'm not gonna be able to get on the outside, which is what I want. So first step is always the outside leg. You want to split, you want to move the outside leg, and then make sure you're a little bit on a semi-open stance, because if the ball comes to your body a little bit fast and you don't have enough time, you're not going to have enough time to just do a closed stance, to do all of this. You're probably not going to have time to do all of those steps, and then you're going to still be a little jammed. So this is faster, okay, to be on a semi-open. So get around with the outside leg, and we are ready then to get on the outside of the ball. So the next exercise that we're going to do, we're going to work on both things. We're going to get on getting around the ball with our legs, and we're going to work on getting on the outside. They're going to do both things at the same time. It is a challenging exercise, but when you get it down and you have that feel of both things happening, again, these legs move first, and this is how we want it to look like. Split, getting around the ball right here, making a little bit of adjustment, and getting on the outside. Now, a great exercise that you can do is, I'm in the middle of the court right here. We're going to put a cone around this area. And what we are going to try to work on is getting on the outside, but we're going to make it a little more difficult to ourselves, meaning that the ball's going to come to me in this way, and I'm going to have to get around it. So that means that it's really possible that people get jammed if they don't do a good job here. I'm going to have to get around it, and I'm going to hit inside in. Inside in is that way. That means that I'm going to get around the ball here, and I'm really going to have to get on the outside right there of the ball so that I can hit in that direction. So I have to do a great job with my legs, getting around it, and I have to get on the outside. Both things need to happen. If I do this and I'm stuck, I am not going to be able to hit in that direction at all. If I do a bad job with my feet and I'm stuck, I'm not going to be able to hit in that direction. So I need to get around it with the legs enough. I need to be in a good stance position. And then really important, then I need to get on the outside of the ball right there and clear the ball. Alright guys, if you found this information useful, don't forget to subscribe and like this video so I can keep making videos like this for you guys. Also, don't forget to check our description below for our coaching app. We also have a free video on how to outsmart your opponent that I would love for you guys to watch. And also check out all of the products that I recommend and discounts below. See you guys soon.